In part one of the series, we talked about the crux of business. Business is actually quite noble. You want to give value in terms of help, solving problems, and you want to get paid through organized scaling effect. A lot of entrepreneurs are actually introverts. Business is about making relationships. It's about targeting your audience and make them love you and have a good relationship so that they tell you what they really want and you supply them with what they really, really want. It's not as easy as just inventing something and give it to people. Well, you have to be friends with them and they have to value it and they have to accept it and they have to pay you. And this is not a very easy process. At the beginning, it's very uncertain and it's very difficult because there are so many combinations of audiences and their values are something that you don't know. And you have to connect what you can do to what people value and find enough people so that what you do makes economic sense. So starting a business is really about hypothesis, about science. It's a scientific fact when you find people and find what they value. I want to explain to you what exactly happens after you take the plunge. After you take the plunge, you have to do a deep dive, and your money, your source of fund will dwindle, will burn, and you have to go all the way to the bottom where you find a buyer. That's where your fortune turns. That's where the first sale happens. After the first sale happens, you have to really adjust your plan. So when a VC is looking at your business plan, they're just not interested in your business plan at all. They're interested in how you can adjust, how you can make new plans when you get to the bottom. A lot of people never got to the bottom, never find a single sale. But after you find a sale, if your plan is good, your fortune should start to turn and you should start to have cash flow incomes. After you get to the bottom, you might be able to find an investor. The investor and you have different objectives. The investor is writing on your valuation. Your valuation is very different from your cash flow statement. You may not be making money, but you could already make money for the investors long before your company makes money. So there are three critical milestones. One is to find sales, one is to find profit, and the third is to prove that your company can actually survive continuously. So if possible, start a fad business. These are the traits of a fad business. Not everyone can fall into a fad business. Google is an exception. A lot of first-time entrepreneurs don't have the experience, but if you do, make sure you start a good business. A lot of times when you start a business and the startup succeed, you may not like the business that you started, okay? It happens a lot. So here are the traits of a good business. Try not to start a tough business, a weird business, or a fringe business. Remember, the first time you start, it will always fail. It's fail forward. You have to learn to choose by failing. Choose very carefully, but only once. And good luck.